Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Reino de las Mascaras, the Kingdom of the Masks. I'm your host, as always, Rey de Mascaras, and the holiday season is in full swing. We are 4 days, toward Christmas. 3 if you count the day that this is going to air on Friday. As always, recording this on a Thursday night. And kind of a couple of quick things. I misjudged my weeks, so next week will be the year in review, not this week. For whatever reason, I really want it to be the end of December. I don't know why, because I keep thinking that this week was the last week when it's actually the following week. So it's gonna be great. We're gonna talk about the 10 of the masks that I purchased over this year, and that's kind of why I wanted to make sure I tackled what I tackle here today, because this one is going to be featured in that video, and I thought I should have a video on this particular mask before that airs, because otherwise that would have been the only mask that hasn't had a video yet, and I didn't want it to kind of get lost in the shuffle and, hey, I'm going to talk about it and then never talk about it. So we're going to take care of that this week. A little bit of house cleaning here. Thanks everybody who watched my short this week. Massive views. I don't know what I did to get those views. If anybody has any ideas, let me know. Full disclosure, it's not like I do this and say like, oh, I want to do this for the views and stuff like that. The views are nice, don't get me wrong, but seeing something take off like that kind of got my head scratched a little bit, like what did I do there to make that one, as opposed to, I get it, not everyone wants to sit down and watch a 10-minute video of me talking about a mask. But either way, thanks for the views. And on top of that here, it looks like 2024 is going to start the same way 2023 started, with some banger Lucha Libre action and down at First Wrestling. Saturday night, January 13th. Tickets are sold out, but I'm not going to say main event, because last time that I assumed it was the main event, it ended up not being the main event. But Gringo Loco, Aramis, and Arez are making their return to First, and making his debut is going to be Latigo. So, 2 weeks into the new year, and I'm hoping to come out of there with a new mask. Latigo's been on my list. I actually was hoping to grab the PWG worn mask that Republic of Lucha had. I dragged my feet on it too long, to the point where when it came time where I said, heck with it, I'm going to pull the trigger, it was gone. So hoping to get Latigo's mask from First. That would be an awesome first edition, no pun intended, to both the 2024 list and the collection as a whole. I don't have a Latigo mask as of yet. So, yeah, looking forward to that. Also, do want to touch on it here. I try not to do a whole lot of advertising on this platform. I feel like if I give one spot, I got to give all these spots, and then pretty soon that's all I'm going to do. So I'm going to keep it short and sweet. If you're reading this, you're hearing this on Friday morning, because that's when I'm going to post it. But tickets for Destination Pro Wrestling are going on sale for the Ralph Engelstead Arena in Thief River Falls, Minnesota. Coming up to this event, you will see Hall of Famer Kurt Angle is going to be in the house. Also, the man formerly known as Eric Rowan, now known as Eric Redbeard, will be challenging for the Destination Pro Championship. If you are in the area, and by the area I mean Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota, Wisconsin, Iowa, and anywhere else, if you're interested in this event, please get your tickets. This is going to be a massive event. Don't get left out in the cold. And it's in May, so I get it. It's not going to be cold, but either way, get your tickets. Come on up. It's going to be a fine event. I work ring crew for this promotion, so you'd get to meet me. Hopefully that's enough of a selling point beyond all the other great stuff that we popped up there. You can see me without my mask on. Either way, I just want to throw that out here. Friends of mine run that promotion. They do a darn good job, and this is going to be the biggest show in their history so far. and we're hoping to have a big crowd. So get the word out. Let's, make some travel plans if you want to come up here. It's going to be a great night. Anyway, thank you for going with that. I did not intend for that to be quite as long. But today we're going to talk about not only my most recent purchase, my last purchase of 2023, and it was one I did not plan on, but it popped up in my feed and I had to do it. And you've seen the short, you've probably seen it on Instagram, but here it is in all its glory. It is this absolutely beautiful Pentagon Junior Hayabusa fusion mask. This is absolutely incredible. It is signed by Penta, and it's worn at some point. I'm not going to put it on. Full disclosure, it is tight. I've got several of Pentagon's masks, Penta El Cerro Miedo, but all of them are relatively newer as far as, 2018, 19. I think I do have one from 2017, but they're newer style masks and they seem to fit a little looser. This thing is tight. I put it on when it first got here, as I do all my masks, and it was a doozy to get on. Sometimes with masks that have the non-adjustable chin strap, the mask piece does detach, but masks that have this sometimes do give me a little bit of trouble. A, getting around the beard, B, staying on and not slipping with the beard. This one I have to put on differently than just about any other mask that I have in my collection. I have to actually go and I have to get it to anchor here and then pull it over. And once it goes over, it is very tight. I think I've worn it. I think I've worn it long enough to take the video that I posted on Instagram as well as the short yesterday. That's the extent of me wearing it. It is absolutely tight. As you can see back here, I've got the laces loosened all the way almost to the top here. And even then, it is tight. It is absolutely staying on there, but it's an amazing mask. You can see a little bit, inside there. You can see some face paint there. So this was worn by Penta. I don't know exactly when, I don't know exactly where. I talked with the seller. He gave me a little bit of information. We're both kind of trying to, piece together exactly when it was definitively worn. But I mean, this is incredible. This is an absolutely incredible mask. Hayabusa was one of the first, I'll say, non-mainstream Japanese masked wrestlers that I learned of when I started expanding my horizons with wrestling. Jushin Thunder Liger was the first, followed by Ultimo Dragon, Great Sasuke, and then it was Hayabusa. Walking into a record store in 2001 that sold wrestling DVDs, and one that caught my eye was The Flying Assassin, and I picked it up. If you know the FMW DVD series, you know that the wrestling was great, but the commentary was a little iffy. And either way, Hayabusa became one of my favorites. And when he passed, for me, it was a huge blow. He was my gateway to FMW and some of those independent promotions, we'll call them, such as Michinoku Pro, Toriuman, and places like that. So this is just cool. This is just absolutely cool. Again, I don't know exactly when it was worn, but I'm going to find out. That's kind of something I do want to find out here. But this piece here, it's not as thick as you might think, but it's durable, but it's actually very breathable. It's very leathery. It might actually be leather. I'm not the most skilled craftsman there, so it might be something that's just kind of flying over my head. But I mean, just an amazing mask. It's great to have, one signed. Yeah, I'm not going to put it on. I usually put these masks on for these videos, but it's going to take me so long to put actually put it on and then put it back, take it back off. But I mean, just a great mask to end 2023 on. I'm just doing a rough count in my head. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I'm cheating. 5. This is my 6th signed Penta/Pentagon Junior mask in the collection, and definitely one that's got a spot here in the front shelf. Just an amazing mask, an amazing find. I was totally lucky to grab this. Again, a great way to round out 2023. So next week you will see this one again as I round out the 10 best masks. We'll call it my 10 favorite. I don't want to say best, because if I buy a mask, I buy a mask because I like it. It's not like, I'm going to look at it and say, that doesn't make the list, whatever. No, this is, these are 10 that kind of stand above the rest a little bit. And we've got some amazing pieces. So tune into that. You will not be disappointed, and it's going to be a fun show. So as always, I thank you all for joining. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see as always. And everybody have a great holiday season. And we will see you for the review show next week. And then before we know it, 2024 will be here. If you follow me on Twitter, you will know that it is time for the top 30 dives. So next week is all going to be dives. We got some doozies. I've been working on the list. It's been tough. I'm down to 34. I need to cut 4, and it's going to be hard to cut those 4. So busy week coming up. I'm going to check out. We got Friday coming up tomorrow, and then we've got a long weekend, and we've got Christmas on Monday, and tomorrow night, or tonight if you're seeing this, like everyone is except for me, Vikingo, Black Tortoise, Rampage. Set your DVR, watch it live. I don't care what you have to do. It's going to be a great one. Tune in and have some fun going into the weekend. So that's going to be it for me for this week. We'll catch everybody on the flip side. Live, laugh, love, and Lucha Libre. We'll see ya.